We're going to write the equation of a line using point-slope formula. And as we do the math, it'll end up as slope-intercept form. We're going to be using the points 4, -3, and -2, 6. Step 1, when given 2 points, is to find the slope using the change in y over the change in x. So I'm going to go ahead and label my points accordingly. This is x1 and x2, y1 and y2. Okay, so it's y2 is 6 minus y1 is -3 over my value for x2 is -2 minus my value for x1 is 4. The double negative turns into a positive, so I add 6 and 3 for 9. And I have a -2 and a -4, which gives me -6. I can reduce by a value of 3, which gives me -3 over 2. And that's my slope. So m equals -3 over 2. Now, choosing my first point, I can use my point and my slope to form the equation of a line. So point-slope formula is y minus y1 equals m, open your parentheses, x minus x1. This y1 is your y value from your point. This is the slope you just solved for. And this is your x value from your point. And you'll plug them in. So let's go ahead and do that. Y stays y minus your y1 value, which is -3, equal to your slope, which is 3 over 2. Open your parentheses, your x stays, minus your x value from your point, which is 4. Next step is to go ahead and distribute and this double negative changes to a positive 3. So you now have y plus 3 equals
negative. What's a negative?
3/2 x, oh, -3/2, pardon me, from here, that negative. And then when I distribute to my 4, I have a negative times a negative, which gives me a positive. And I'll have 3/2 times 4. This 4 and this 2 can be reduced to 2 and 1. So, if I bring everything down, I get y plus 3 equals -3 over 2x. And then let me go ahead and multiply straight across, which gives me 3 times 2 is 6 over 1, which is equal to 6. So it'll be plus 6. My last step is to solve for y by moving this 3 to the other side by subtraction. And I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this over here. This is now gone, and I'm left with y is equal to a slope of negative 3 over 2x, and then a positive 6 and a negative 3, which leaves me with positive 3. And this line is in slope-intercept form. So we went from point-slope form, which was right here, and through the math, we ended in slope-intercept form. So now this is ready to graph. So let's go ahead and graph this. Let me see if I can find some room on here. So we have our slope. Let's go ahead and make it over here. All right. Let's see how neat I can make this. Okay, make sure to always label your x and y axes. Okay, according to this line, we're going to start with our y-intercept. This number indicates where we place our first point on our graph. So it'll be y at positive 3. So we'll go up from our origin, 1, 2, 3, and make our first plotted point. Then we're going to use our slope from that first point. So it's a negative 3. Which is going to be our rise. So we're going to drop from this point, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and then over positive 2 according to our denominator, 1, 2. And you can use your slope several times. Most lines call for 3 plotted points. So from this point, you can drop another 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 2. To make your third plotted point. And now you have your line.